Do you sometimes find yourself scrolling on YouTube just to have your attention stolen by some random video that you end up watching? And then you watch another one, and another one. Well, I don't blame you. These videos are using special psychological tricks to force you to click on them, and today I'll show you how to do the exact same with your videos. So there are two parts to achieving this. First of all, we have to figure out how to force the viewer to click on this video. And for that we need to come up with questions that your thumbnail will raise. Now, if you're having a hard time coming up with a question for the thumbnail, then the bad news are that your video idea is not good enough. In that case, come up with a new and better video idea, and then try coming up with the questions again. Here's an example. Let's say my video idea is about teaching my cat to ride a horse. Now this is a pretty extreme idea, but immediately some questions pop in mind. Like, how will the cat control the horse? What's going to happen? How are you going to teach your cat to do that? These questions are going to be raised by the thumbnail and title, and you should answer them in the video. Now we have to come up with a title and thumbnail. For this, there are multiple strategies that you can use. You can show people something they have never seen before. You can tell a story with your thumbnail. You can make a controversial or intriguing statement. You can show a familiar object in the thumbnail, which I'll explain in the second point of this video in just a minute. You can show the result, and you can show the transformation. And these are only some of the possible strategies. You see, YouTube is full of thumbnails, so we have to compete with others. As the viewer scrolls through the homepage past all of the boring thumbnails, the only way to stop him is by catching his attention, which is also called scroll stopping. If we put something in our thumbnails that triggers familiarity, we could gain the potential viewer's focus on our thumbnail. But then what do we actually put in the thumbnail? Well, there are a lot of proven things that work on YouTube to achieve familiarity. And these things are faces, recognizable brands, fictional characters, famous people. Then there's also large numbers, especially with a dollar sign next to them. Then there's money, danger or threats, emotions, and also bright colors. But be aware that bright colors are more appealing to a younger audience, so they might turn off older viewers. Pick only about one, maybe two things from these that resonate with your YouTube channel the most, and that you are going to use as a scroll stopper for your next YouTube video. For my example with teaching my cat to ride a horse, I would pick the bright colors option, since that seems the most appropriate for the type of channel that such a video would be on. Now figure out what is the main hero of the thumbnail, and what are the supporting characters / objects. For me, the cat would be the main hero, and supporting characters are the horse. Now when it comes to making the thumbnail, I don't actually have a horse I could use, but I found this image that seems to replicate my video's thumbnail's idea just fine. There's a cat as the main hero, and here's the horse, and everything is in bright colors. You can also of course add an arrow to point the viewer's attention to something, but be careful and really evaluate if it adds anything to the thumbnail. Now that you are finished, you can drop your thumbnail in thumbnail and title preview, and it actually looks really good in my case. And with that being said, we have completed both of these steps. Subscribe to the channel if you want to improve your thumbnails, and I'll see you in the next video.